Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from beautiful Costa Rica. Tonight's topic is going to be, can the narcissist change? Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. So can the narcissist change? This is a question that is asked so frequently on the channel, and I'm going to address it for you right now. The narcissist, in order to change, let's put it this way, you're going to have to want to change. And in this capacity, the narcissist does not want to change. All they want to do is to wear a different mask and manipulate a new unsuspecting person or persons to get what they want from them. So no, the narcissist can't change. They can't. They're incapable, because the reason why is the narcissist, their manipulating tactics and their poor behavior and their deceit and lies and manipulation, it's worked for them so far in life to this point. So why would they change a successful formula, if you get my point? They don't want to change. The only thing they will ever change, sincerely, is the way they approach the new supply and the way they treat different people wearing different masks. That's it. Aside of that, no, they can't change. There's no reason for them to change. Remember, the narcissist believes that they are superior to you. Whether you were in a marriage, friendship, family relationship, whatever it was, they believe that they know best and that they are not ever at fault. That's why the narcissist is incapable of taking accountability or of introspecting or of saying, I was wrong, it was my fault, I'm sorry, I apologize, I want to learn from this. No, what they do is they take any relationship that they're in, current and past, and they fine-tune their skills and the web of manipulation, lies, deceit, destruction, and everything, and they utilize it to the next new supply or to the next people, so they can actually get quicker and better at their skills of take, instead of contributing to a loving, healthy, kind relationship, instead of contributing to a stable relationship, instead of contributing to something that is productive. What they must do is destroy. That's why the narcissist many times blows up relationships, families, friends, marriages, anything they can, because they can. They believe that there's no such thing as a ramification from doing this, because they can't take accountability. So can the narcissist change? Absolutely not. They have no intention of change. And should you ever present the opportunity to them and say, hey, let's say even before you knew they were a narcissist, hey, maybe you should work on this, or I think that, this relationship isn't really working out. It's one-sided and I seem to be doing all the work. Can you contribute a little bit more? What they will do, or they did do, and if you understand what I'm talking about, drop comments below, is they would listen to you a little bit, nod their head, maybe say, okay, are you done talking now? I'm so bored, yawn, I really don't want to hear about this. But maybe they'll pacify you and say, yeah, okay, I understand, I can contribute some more. But did they ever actually do it? No, they didn't. Any real conversation you had with a narcissist, I can assure you, if you were trying to call them out or politely saying, hey, can we work on this, can we do this? It was meant with complete indifference, with I'm better than you, with a holier than now attitude, which is why they won't change, because they don't want to learn. The only thing they want to do, sincerely, is to go from person to person, town to town, city to city, place to place, job to job, destroying people's lives and getting this false sense of hope that this person, who turns out to be a narcissist, actually has value and can contribute and can be a good person. And maybe there's actually a healthy, loving relationship there, or stable relationship. No, it's not the case, because the mask slips virtually each and every day with the narcissist. Yes, each and every day. The thing is, before you had the education on my channel and many others, and again, thank you very much for being here, you didn't know what narcissism was. So how could you identify when the mask slipped? But it does slip. It slips when the narcissist is driving, maybe a little road rage or screaming. It slips when they all of a sudden have a rage fit at home. It slips when they call you bad names, or they ghost you, or they invalidate you, or they gaslight you. These are all indications and signs that the narcissist is not in a good space. But bear in mind, when is the narcissist in a good space? You get my point? So what the narcissist will continue to do is they will continue to not change. However, perhaps they will make promises. Yes, I want to improve. I think it's a good idea. We should do that, do this. No, everything for the narcissist is nothing but a big game. It's nothing but a big show, of which they believe in their feeble minds that they are the star, the center of attention. It is completely not true. On this planet called Earth, there are 8 billion people. We all need to get along. We all need to contribute to the betterment of the planet, the betterment of relationships, and the betterment of existence. The narcissist stands for the exact opposite. What they want to do is destroy, to take, to crush, to use smear campaigns to invalidate, to devastate unsuspecting people that don't have the narcissistic abusive cycle down, that don't understand the definitions and the terms. And the narcissist banks on people not being educated in narcissism so they can abuse, use, manipulate, wash, rinse, repeat. That's exactly what they do. That's exactly what they're doing right now. So can they change? No, they can't. Think about this. When the narcissist tries to hoover you back, or maybe you get some phantom mystery text or email or call or whatever it is, correspondence, and they say they've changed, or they say they really miss you, or they say they can't live without you, or they say, hey, how are you doing? Or things like that. These types of things called hoovers, as an example, maybe these are hoovers for you. All they're trying to do is test the water again to see if you'll go back for round 2, 3, or 15 of abuse. It's exactly what they're doing. Remember, the narcissist never loved you. I know it's difficult for many people to wrap their head around, but they don't, because they're incapable of love. They just see people as opportunities for them to leapfrog from person to person, place to place, to always attain and acquire new supply and new resources from other unsuspecting people. That's why I'm touching on financial abuse for a moment here. That's why so many people experience financial abuse in the narcissistic relationship, because this person, which in this case was you, didn't probably even know what financial abuse was, let alone think that it would happen to you. But along came the narcissist, playing the victim again, saying that they've got such a difficult life and that life has treated them so unfair and that their past couple exes didn't work out. But notice how it's everything about external forces and people. It's never about the narcissist. The narcissist never says that was my fault. I want to learn from it. I want to grow, which means they can't change. You get my point? So having said the financial abuse thing, that's another thing. You're not suspecting this. You're believing that this person who turns out to be a narcissist is a healthy individual and that they will pay you back and that they will contribute. They won't. They had no intention of doing this at all. What they did is they wanted to take financial resources from you in any capacity, whether you were married, whether it was a loan, whatever it was. But they had no intention of paying you back. Why? Because there's going to be another hardship case coming along next. In other words, the sob story they gave you, they're just going to fine-tune it for the next person who loans the money or who supports them for a period of time. Wash, rinse, repeat. So no, the narcissist can't change. What they can do is fine-tune their manipulating techniques and skills, and they can feign crocodile tears when necessary, and they can feign that they're the victim, and they can feign that, oh, I've had it so difficult in life, and I deserve so much better. And they can feign, this is a classic. All those are classics, but here's another one, that yes, they've realized that they missed you, and that in fact, while they're juggling 3 other sources of supply right in front of you, or maybe behind your back, whether you were married or not, that all of a sudden, mysteriously, you're getting all this attention, and you're like, oh wow, this person's coming back. Maybe we can rekindle the relationship. No, what you would be doing is rekindling more abuse for a shorter period of time, while the narcissist continues to see the other sources of supply behind your back or in front of you. It's exactly how they live. You see, they don't care about anybody but themselves. That's what the narcissist lives. That's how they live. So they can say they've changed. They can say they will change. They can say they're going to therapy. They can say that they're doing anything under the sun. But when it comes down to it, the narcissist can't change because they don't want to, because they don't want to put the work into themselves. Keep this in mind. Really understand this. Let's say you were discarded or the relationship ended. When that happened, what did you do? That's right. The first thing you did is you jumped on YouTube or channels like mine and many others or Google, and you researched words, key phrases that took you to narcissistic abuse channels, and you become educated, and you became so enthralled and so enveloped with understanding narcissistic abuse and how it related to your life experience with this person, that you were researching it and understanding and growing and becoming awakened and aware. That's what you were doing. What were you doing then? That's right, you were changing, you were evolving, you were growing. And like I mentioned so frequently on this channel, if you were discarded or the relationship ended, it's not a fun thing to go through. It's one of the most toxic, trying, challenging, difficult things you'll ever experience. And I know you know that. But you didn't quit. You kept fighting. Even though you didn't even know what narcissism was, you kept researching, figuring out till you got your first light bulb moment, and you said, oh my gosh, this is it. This is it. This is exactly the relationship I was in. Then you went down the rabbit hole, and you became so familiar, so much so with all the glossary, the definitions, the terms on narcissistic abuse, and you compared them. So why I'm mentioning this is what you did. You were changing. You were evolving, you were growing, you were understanding, you were practicing radical acceptance, and you were getting all the full understanding of the relationship. What was the narcissist doing the whole time? That's right. They went from you to a different source of supply pretty quickly and began manipulating and throwing you under the bus using a smear campaign. But the point is, they weren't growing. They weren't changing. What they would do is they were just manipulating, playing the victim card again, because they went from you to the next person, the new supply. And I'm not trying to trigger you. I'm just letting you know this is exactly what they do. They never evolve. They never change. They never grow. All they do is become nastier with age, such as the aging narcissist. Look that up. That's exactly what these people become, because they don't want to change. They believe they're infallible and they do nothing wrong, and that the world owes them things, of which, let's be real, if you're a healthy individual and you are accepting your change, let's say physical features, maybe you get a few gray hairs, or you can't run as fast anymore, or all, things like that, fine. That's Father Time ticking, and you embrace it, and it's a beautiful thing. That's why there's such thing as the beautiful empath. The aging empath is a beautiful sight to see. Check out that video I created. But the narcissist is the exact opposite of an empath. There's someone who is not accountable, who doesn't want to change, who will be fighting Father Time forever. So that's the whole point of this video. Can the narcissist change? No. The only thing they can change is the mask they wear to manipulate the next unsuspecting person who has no awareness about narcissistic abuse. And that is the way it goes. So guys, I hope you liked the video. I loved doing it from beautiful Costa Rica. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay blessed. Stay true. Continue to become awakened and aware, and understand that you are the priority. You can change. You're changing right now just by watching this video. And you're changing, you're learning, you're growing, you're teaching if you can. That is called moving forward. That's beautiful. That is exactly my hope that you will continue to do for the rest of your life. That is the path. The narcissist is not doing that. What they are doing is fine-tuning their skills to manipulate another unsuspecting individual and then enthrall them, ensnare them into their web of lies, manipulation, destruction, and deceit. Guys, wherever you are on the planet, I love you. Have a great evening. Stay blessed. And remember and understand you are not alone. You are not alone. I love you. God bless you. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Good night.